Welcome to the Cornhole Garage, where I make cornhole sets in my garage. Today I'm going to show you how to put on a cornhole wrap. This is one that I just done. I hope it looks pretty, because yours is going to look just like it. Let's show you a different picture. So to begin, I get the wrap that I'm putting on, and I roll it out on the opposite board. Now I get this is the top. This is where the top's going over here on this cornhole set. Now what you'll need, scissors. Now see this white edge right here on top? Now what I'm going to do to make sure that I get a square when I put it on the cornhole set is I am going to cut this little white edge off. Right along the edge, just like that. So now when I put it on the cornhole set, I'll be able to see where the edge is. And I go over here to this side, and I do the exact same thing. Now see, the best part about doing this is it ensures that your cornhole wrap will stay square all the way down. Because that's key. You don't want, the edge like flying out over here or flying out over here, because then you're going to have like some bare wood, and nobody wants that. I mean, that's just not cool. So after you do this, as you can see, I cut this side the same. All I did was just cut the white off. I didn't cut into the blue. Just make sure you know that. Now, what I do here is I fold this thing back, just about 3/4 of the way back, and then I peel back 6 inches. Let's see if I can hold it. Perfect. Now very carefully peel back about 6 inches of it. Now what I do to keep the paper back, I crease it, and to keep it out of my way when I put it on the boards, okay? Very, very simple to understand. At least I hope it is. Now let me show you what that looks like before I put it on the board. Now see, I got 6 inches back, and I got a little crease. So what I've done here is I've made sure that the surface is really clean, because if you have any little particles or anything like that, it'll show up on your wrap, okay? Good. Now I've leaned it up against my sawhorse, and I'm ready to put it on. So, I pick it up. It's hard to see, but here's what I did. I picked it up by each corner, each edge, and I'm ready to go. I get it lined up. I line the top up, and I sort of center the wrap, so that way each side has the same amount of space. And then I just tack each corner. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I tack each corner. And then I pull this little edge up in the middle, because it usually sags down a little bit since there's so much weight, and then I just tack in. Now, I try not to use my hands too much, because your hands tend to make bubbles. I don't know why. But I use a shop towel. It applies the pressure more evenly and lays out your wrap so much better. So you start in the middle, you go down to the edge that you have creased, the 6 inches, and then you go out. And the reason you do this is because you're trying to push the air that direction. Piece of cake. Wow. Would you look at that? That's just beautiful. All right. Now you get it ready. This thing isn't going any direction. I mean, it's going to be perfectly square. Now I pick mine up. You can go on down with it like that, but this is just how I do mine, just because it makes it a little bit easier. Now let me get over here so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so I get over here, I grab the edge under here that I folded under, pull it back about 6-7 inches, run this back up the middle, and then out. It may be hard to see from there, but run out. Make sure you work that way slowly, all the 6 inches, because you don't want any creases or any bubbles, and if you have a bubble, you want to make sure you get it out right then. Because bubbles will cause this side or this side to pull up or down or blah, blah, blah. Alright, so find the edge, pull another 6 inches. Right down the middle, edge. Now I'm going to show you, once you get going, you can put this thing really fast. 6 inches. Six inches. Now if you don't let the wrap lay down and you keep it rolled up like I do, this edge is rolling up, then once you start getting towards the end, you have to hold on to it with your thumb and slide with the other hand. Middle. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Your friends are going to be jealous. And the best part about it is you can tell them you did it all yourself. Isn't that awesome? Alright. That is done. Now, finishing touches, obviously. And now what I do is I take this, I don't know, whatever you're going to be using, shop towel, I'm telling you, it's awesome. And it's cheap. Now, I apply pressure on the edges, and I go all the way around the boards to make sure that the edge is pushed down very nicely, because that's another important part, because obviously your bag's going to be hitting the edge, and you don't want them peeling up. And I go around the whole edge, and make sure you apply good pressure there, not just, And then I do it once over on the board, sort of look it over to see if there's any areas that I didn't really get smashed down or pressed down firmly enough, and voila. Now, the next thing you're going to need, a knife. Wow, that is sharp. Okay, now you cut the edges. Now if you can see this, I cut it right along with the edge. And it doesn't take much if you have a box knife. All you gotta do is just barely pull on this thing. See that? Very simple. I'm gonna go all the way around. Pay attention. This is the tricky part. Oh my goodness, look at that. Just like that. Now, you definitely have to be careful. I'm making this look way too easy, but I'm just telling you, you can make mistakes. Because I have done it. And through those mistakes that I can make this video for you, show you the best way possible. Now you do the hole. Stuff gets sticky. Very carefully. Almost there. Bam. This thing is done. Now all you gotta do is put on your polyacrylic on top, and you'll be done. Do not put polyurethane. It will yellow and look very ugly. Thanks. Have a nice day.